the best Air Miles redemption event ever, the 5 best MyMcDonald's rewards options, and stack 2 offers to get $150 back on your Lenovo purchases. All that and more on This Week in Rewards, right here on RWRDS Canada, for the week of July 13th through to 19th, 2024. This is your weekly dose of loyalty rewards, travel, and credit card happenings in Canada. I hope you've all had a great week since our last episode. And as always, before we kick things off, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell so you find out when we post new videos. Share the video with friends, family, coworkers, anybody you think might take advantage of the stuff we cover in these videos. And leave a comment, whether it's saying hello or if you have a question on any of our topics today or anything else to do with loyalty, travel, and credit cards. We'll do our best to answer those for you. So this week, why don't we flip things around and do loyalty news first? And the big loyalty news is the biggest redemption event from Air Miles, where they're offering up to 35% back in miles when you redeem your cash miles or dream miles. So the way this works, it's a tiered bonus. You'll get 25% back in value if you redeem 95 cash miles during this time period, so that's 20 miles back. Or if you redeem 1,000 dream miles, you'll get 250 miles back. Then the next tier up from that is a 30% back in value when you redeem 190 cash miles. That means you get 50 miles back. Or you'll get 750 miles back if you redeem 2,500 dream miles. And then the top tier, the top level, is a 35% back in value if you redeem 285 cash miles and you'll get 90 miles back. Or if you redeem 5,000 dream miles, you'll get 1,750 miles back. Now, the good thing is this is cumulative based on your redemptions. You don't have to go out and do one big 285 cash mile redemption or one big 5,000 dream miles redemption. You can do multiple smaller redemptions as long as the total ends up to one of those levels in the tiers. That's the amount of miles you're going to get back. Of course, it maxes out at that 5,000 dream miles for 1,750 rebate, basically. My plan is to go on the cash miles route because that's where most of my miles are. I think I'm going to do 3 purchases at Shell, just 3 probably small $10 purchases because that's all you need to do, and then redeem 95 miles on each one of those to get the $10 back, or $10 off, sorry. And once I do those 3, that's going to meet the 285 cash mile top level, 35%, so I'll get 90 miles back that way. But also being a Shell Go Plus member and doing this through the Shell app and having everything connected, it's also going to kick in the bonus of 10 bonus miles when you redeem cash miles on Shell. So it's going to end up earning me 120 miles, basically, redeeming the 285. So almost 50% back, it seems like, if I do just a quick math in my head there. So this is a really good offer in terms of redemption value in these miles you're going to get back. So of course, because it's a rebate of miles, they're not discounting up front, so you have to have all the miles up front. So if you're going to do 5,000 dream miles redemptions, you have to have the 5,000 miles, and then of course you'll get the 1,750 back. I believe those are going to post around the second week of August. You'll get the bonuses or this rebate back. Now I know some of our members or some of the Air Miles collectors, some members of our Facebook group, are a little upset because the transfer options from Dream to Cash and vice versa are being upgraded right now, so they're not available. So some of these Onyx members who can, transfer miles unlimited back and forth want to transfer some Dream miles over to Cash to take advantage of like the Shell offers or maybe like the Amazon gift cards and things like that for their cash miles. Cannot do so because unfortunately those miles can't be transferred. So some unfortunate timing on Air Miles' part here. They probably should have planned that out a little better. There is some speculation. Did they do this on purpose? I'm not going to go that route, but that's what I just read online. So I'll let you guys, think what you guys want to think about it. The next loyalty offer is also another redemption event. We have Shoppers Drug Mart's monthly bonus redemption event where you can receive up to $100 extra value. This also kicked in on July 19th, just like the Air Miles offer. This one runs till July 24th, and it's your usual value where if you redeem 50,000 PC Optimum points, you'll get $65 off, so that's $15 extra. You redeem 100,000, you'll get $140 off, so that's $40 extra for your points. And finally, if you redeem 200,000 points, you'll get $300 off, which is $100 extra. So again, this is just that monthly. They run it now, kind of no surprises, not a lot of celebration around it anymore. But again, you may want to hold off if you want to take advantage of their usual biggest bonus redemption event, which is Black Friday. Which, I mean, we're only in July, but that will come up sooner than we think. So it's up to you guys how you want to use your points. But just know that you can get extra value for your points right now at Shoppers Drug Mart with PC Optimum. Speaking of PC Optimum, they've been in our videos and on our blog and our website for a long time, but for the last couple of months we've been talking about the frozen accounts, and I have one small update for that. With this ongoing issue with frozen accounts, I've spoken to PC Optimum and they are aware of the issues. They are actively trying to rectify the frozen account situation. They told me they're exploring ways to ensure that this doesn't continue to happen and that accounts in good standing, won't continue to happen to accounts that are in good standing. And then also how to best communicate to members if their account's at risk or this is happening to their accounts. Because based on all the emails I've received from people who've had their accounts frozen, they don't find out anything about it until they go to try and redeem their points, so they don't know that their accounts have been frozen. They've had a lot of problems communicating. There's a lack of communication. Just a lot of things going, not so smoothly with this whole issue here. So I also sent them some recommendations based on all the emails I've received from the readers on how they could probably handle this better, both internally within their company and externally to those customers. So hopefully they'll take some of those into consideration, and hopefully we'll see some updates to this whole issue with PC Optimum. But in general, right now there hasn't been much movement yet. I know some of the readers who have emailed me have had their accounts unfrozen, so that's good news after a lot of pushing and multiple phone calls, emails, but others haven't. Others are still stuck in limbo or being told their accounts won't be unfrozen. So there's still a lot that has to happen with this whole issue of PC accounts being frozen. So let's continue on now. The next thing in loyalty was the thing we put up on the RWRDS Canada website was the 5 best MyMcDonald's rewards redemptions. So the reason we put this out there is because one of the best redemption options was for an extra large coffee. And that is no longer the case because they lowered the pricing on all their coffee. So I don't know if you saw the news. There was a bit of a campaign that they've put around this where a small coffee is like $1, whereas extra large is now $1.75. Extra large used to be $2.35. So that was a good value for 2,000 points. So the redemption is not as good, but overall, this is better, right? You're paying less for a coffee if you're paying cash-wise. So we looked at what are the 5 best redemption options in the MyMcDonald's Rewards program. And number 1 is a large fries, because you can redeem 4,000 points for any size of fries. So if you go for the large size, which here in Calgary runs $4.79 plus taxes, and then I'm pretty sure it's very similar across the country. Might be a little bit of slight pricing change. I know David commented on the blog post that it is the best option in Quebec as well. So that's your best redemption option. You're getting about 11.97% back in what you spend at McDonald's. That's a pretty decent redemption rate overall. It's a rewarding program. If you're a McDonald's customer, the MyMcDonald's Reward program is rewarding for sure. The number 2 option was a hash brown because you only have to redeem 2,000 points. Again, here in Calgary, $2.39. And I should point out too that this doesn't include taxes. You're actually saving on taxes as well. So you're actually getting a little more value than the return on spending that I say, like this 11.97% for fries, 11.95% for hash browns. You're actually getting a little bit more value in that because you're not paying the tax as well. In third is the extra large tea. This is 2,000 points because this is the same price as what an extra large coffee used to be, $2.35 before taxes. In fourth is the vanilla cone, $1.99, at least here in Calgary, 2,000 points for that. So you're getting, roughly 9.95% return. And then in the fifth spot is either a large French vanilla or caramel latte. So that's the things you can look at as the best redemption options. But with MyMcDonald's Rewards, honestly, redeem for whatever you want because those points they expire after 6 months from the time you earn them. So you wanna earn and burn with the McDonald's program. Don't hold out if you think it's going to take you longer than 6 months from the first time you earn some points. Now it is a rolling 6 month, of course. So if you earn something yesterday, you have 6 months from, I don't know if it's from the end of the month or from the actual day you earn it, but just know roughly 6 months from the time you earn that point is that when you have to do it or redeem it. They let you know in the app, which points are coming up to expire, so you can actually at least make a redemption to use up points that may be expiring. And the last topic on the loyalty side this week is a new status match offer, which is really good for WestJet Rewards Elite members. So Italy's ITA Airways has a new elite status match offer out. Now you're wondering, who is ITA Airways? Why haven't I heard of them? Well, they are the replacement for Alitalia, which it's been quite a few years now where the new national airline is ITA Airways. and their Volare program is offering the status match. Now, this airline is part of SkyTeam, and they actually do fly to Canada. They just started earlier this year flying between Toronto and Rome. And so you may be thinking, well, why would I want to match to this airline? The main reason why is it gives you SkyTeam status because they're a member of SkyTeam. So, if you match your WestJet Rewards, especially if you're Gold or Platinum, you're going to get the equivalent of SkyTeam Elite Plus membership. So that's going to give you like lounge access and benefits for flying on SkyTeam Airlines. Because the Volare status for their own program doesn't give you too much. It gives you a lot of the standard elite benefits like priority check-in, boarding, baggage service. The two highest levels also give you lounge access to their lounges, so pretty much just in Italy, and I'm not sure, it may give you access here, in Toronto, but at least you'd have that SkyTeam Elite Plus status. So if you're, WestJet Gold or Platinum, if you're WestJet Silver, you'll get Club Volare Plus, it's called, and that's only SkyTeam Elite status. So this is, it's not for everybody, but if you are flying on SkyTeam Airlines, this is something to definitely consider. You can match your WestJet status. You have up until August 19th to register for it, but you'll get the status until December 31st, 2025. And what's notable about that is ITA Airways is in the process of being acquired. Well, 41% of them are being acquired by Lufthansa. It has met, I think, the first stage of approval, and I think by the end of this year it's going to be complete. And Lufthansa is planning to right away move the airline into the Lufthansa group. So that includes like Lufthansa, Austrian, Swiss, and several other airlines. So by doing so, ITA Airways will most likely become a Star Alliance airline. And as long as they allow you to keep your status, which I don't see why they wouldn't, and then you'll have Star Alliance status once they switch over. I don't see why they wouldn't let this happen. So, if it does happen, this is a point where you can use your WestJet Rewards Elite status to get your Star Alliance status sometime probably in 2025, and then you can use that for like Star Alliance airlines like Air Canada and stuff like that. So this is, actually quite a lucrative status match for WestJet Rewards Elite members if you can take advantage of it. So yeah, just make sure you register for it by August 19th. We have a link below in the description, which will take you to the blog post. It gives you more description of everything, and then the link to actually doing the status match with ITA Airways. So that's it for loyalty news. Let's jump into the credit card news for this week. It was pretty quiet in terms of news and offers. The main thing is we had some updates and new features on the website. The first was an update to Canada's top 10 credit cards for dining. So this is something we posted on RWRDS Canada quite a few years ago and haven't really touched it. So a big update to this. These are the best of the best cards for those who like to go and eat out, get takeout, have their food delivered, you name it. I'm not going to go into huge detail here because I think this is going to make a really good podcast and video on its own, where I can go into greater detail and not make it too long here. So, but in general though, it's, it should come as no surprise that the best cards for dining just happen to be the points earning machines, the American Express Cobalt card, Scotiabank Gold American Express card, MBNA Rewards World Elite. In reality, those three cards top a lot of rankings and features, so no surprise to everyone that those are some of your best dining cards. But there's others in there too that should be noted, like the Simply Financial Visa in terms of a no-fee card. Even the CIBC Costco card, is a decent dining card. We have 10 cards in there plus a couple honorable mentions. So check out the link below if you want to see it before we do a podcast and video on the top 10 cards for dining. The other feature this week, this was a new one, is talking about why you should use RWRDS Canada's comparison charts to compare your existing credit cards. Now, we pride ourselves on these comparison charts. Had them on the website since, the early 2000s. They took about a 2-year hiatus just around the pandemic, towards the end of the pandemic, so we could revamp and redo them. They relaunched in 2023, where they're much more user-friendly in terms of searching and all that stuff, and that is why the charts are good for existing cardholders, and I'll explain why. First of all, it's good for finding new cards too. If you want to search and see what's like, I'm considering this card, I can go see how it is, and you can compare it against other cards. But the reason why they're handy for existing cards too is based on, this idea came to me from one of our readers who said they use the charts to compare their existing cards' insurance coverage to figure out which card they should use to book what sort of travel. For example, there might be a card that's better for flight delay. There's one that's better for baggage insurance, one that's better for car rentals, you name it. So, you can go into these charts. I'll put some screenshots up on the screen here, and you can like select whatever cards you have in your wallet and compare them against each other. So in my examples, which you'll see on the screen here, I took the Cobalt card, the MBNA Rewards, and TD Aeroplan Infinite. So 3 cards that lined up. The instructions in the blog post to show you how to do this. Maybe I'll have to do a how-to video as well on how to use these charts better. But yeah, so basically you can just compare and see, what's going to be the better card for flight delay, or what's the better card for car insurance, what's the better card for out-of-province medical insurance. Not that you have to purchase travel for out-of-province medical insurance, that is. I mean, that's covered no matter what. So that one's less important, I guess, in terms of comparisons, but you can compare earn rates, you can compare benefits, you can see, these charts are so thorough in the amount of data on them, you can basically compare any item off these credit cards to another card. So of course, yeah, so they're great for comparing the cards you have in your wallet. You can also use it to compare the card you have in your wallet with a potential new one that you're thinking about getting. And you can see, it's like, well, should I, is this new one as good as the one in my wallet? Is it something I should be adding to my wallet? Should I be getting rid of the one that's in my wallet and getting this one? It can answer so many questions by using these charts. So the link will be below to the blog post, which will explain how you can do the comparisons, and then you can see the comparison charts and compare your credit cards. And so the last thing we'll cover this week in credit cards and for this video is there were a few new Amex offers that came out with statement credits for things like Crave and TSN and a few others. But the notable one is Lenovo. You can get a $75 statement credit when you spend $750 online with your registered Amex card. So check out which cards, go into your Amex app or online and go to Amex Offers, see if you've been targeted for this offer, and then register whichever card. For me, it was the Platinum card. None of my other cards got it. So I registered for it. But what is notable about this is that you can stack this with the exact same offer. The exact same offer is available in Avion Select. So Avion Select, of course, is the part of Avion Rewards open to all Canadians. And it's a card-linked offer in Avion Select, which means you can link your Amex cards to your Avion Select account, and you can take advantage of their offer as well. So make sure you sign up for Avion Select if you haven't done so. Link your Amex cards, at least namely the one you've registered for the Lenovo offer. I've linked all my Amex cards in Avion Select. And then go shop online at Lenovo, and if you spend $750, you'll get $150 cash back, because it's $75 from Amex Offers, and it's statement credit for Amex Offers, and then it's $75 cash back in Avion Select. So you'll get both those, $150 total. A great deal. If you need a computer for back to school or something like that, a new computer for work, you name it. If you shop at Lenovo, this is something to check out. And you should be able to go through a shopping portal, and earn your points or miles as long as that portal has Lenovo, or cashback portal, you name it, as long as they have Lenovo as one of the partners. So that's it. That's all she wrote for this week. Thank you guys for tuning in, and as always, remember to check out the RWRDS Canada website on a daily basis if you can. Check out our socials on a daily basis to find those offers that don't make it into the video, that don't make it into our newsletter because they're limited time. Subscribe to our newsletter so you do get a summary of everything we've done. We have 2 newsletters. One comes out Friday, which covers all the news and topics and features, and then the Saturday newsletter is all the bonus points and miles offers that you can earn more miles, more points, and more rewards on your travel and shopping and credit card spending. Thank you all for tuning in this week. I hope you guys have a great weekend. I'll talk to you guys next week. Thanks. Bye-bye.